Hey guys, it's Rebecca Oberstadt, and usually I'll do like an intro without the mask on, but I wanted to show you what this looks like right now. I am using this Apto healing mask. It does have turmeric in it, but I find that when I use this, it causes my skin to turn yellow, more yellow than it already is. So because it took me 3 days to eat a Hershey's chocolate bar, and my entire chin broke out, my face here broke out, and my forehead is starting to break out. So I know turmeric has really good healing properties in it to combat those kinds of things. But I also noticed that I had some dry patches on some that were healing, and so what I did was I put the Origins, this is the Origins retexturizing mask with rose clay on first. It has little like scrubby beads in it, so I massaged that all over my face, and then I took a little bit of this and worked that in on top of the product. And I do carry my mask down onto my neck, usually do from here and up, and I do my entire face, even like the underside of my nose and around here, because we all have like sebaceous filaments in our nose that people call blackheads, but most times they're not blackheads. It's just skin oil that's gotten down into the pore and has darkened because it's been sitting there for a while. Sometimes they can turn into whiteheads, sometimes they can be blackheads, but in my case they're not. They're just trapped oil in the skin. So it's been about a week and a half since I did a mask, and the last one that I did was from Feel Mindful. It was the Palo Santo soothing mask, and this stuff is actually really good for like when your skin's super dry and you need extra moisture and you need it to like calm stuff down on your skin. So I like it for that. But I figured because I was breaking out so bad, and I know that the retexturizing mask helps with like sloughing off dead skin cells, and I know the Apto product with the turmeric in it also helps heal breakouts. I wanted to go ahead and do a test with just these two products. Hopefully it won't turn my skin yellow. And I'm gonna go ahead and put just a little on, because I'm gonna be using my washcloth here in just a minute to get this off. But I'm gonna put a little here on the back of my hand towards my wrist so that you can see just how yellow it is. And of course, you know, my skin without it. But I'm gonna let that dry, and I wanna show you what it does to my skin color-wise. And I am a natural yellow undertone anyway, so it doesn't matter that it changes my skin to be more yellow. But it does kind of look funny on video when I've done one of these masks, because my skin looks 10 times more yellow than it naturally is. So I went ahead and got this wet with, you know, hot water before I started filming, and just let the sink drain. I also like using a washcloth to remove my masks because it's also an abrasive product. It also helps slough off dead skin cells. It also helps like rough up the skin. Anything that's texturized on my face, it has a tendency to like rough it up. All right, let me splash my face with some water. I am seeing still some yellow color, but let me finish rinsing the rest of the mask off my face, and I will come back and do like a close-up of my face. And because it's raining outside, it's very dark and gloomy, so I can't like take you out in natural lighting to show you, but it does look more yellow than normal. Okay, rinsed everything off. My face is quite a bit more yellow than normal. I might have to back away from these lights, but I also wanted to show you my washcloth. Now, I think the packaging says to use like a darker washcloth, and this is why. See the yellow residue on my peach washcloth? It will stay in your washcloth until you wash it with, you know, a regular washing machine. So the yellow does stain fabrics. I have gotten it on my shirt. It does wash out, but it's kind of stubborn. So let me move you away from some of these lights. If you look, see how I'm like pink here, and then I look more yellow here. I'm more yellow here, but more pink here. The pink is just from me messing with my skin, but all through here is more yellow. Under my eyes is more yellow, and my forehead is a little bit more yellow. Now, thankfully, it doesn't seem to change the color of the skin on my neck. So I don't have to worry about it like making my neck really yellow, but it does seem to make my face yellow. So if you're going to use this product, use it when you know that you have like several days where you're not going to be wearing makeup, that you're not going to be going in public, at least 24 hours, because this is what, Monday night that I'm recording this, and it's like 6 o'clock. So By tomorrow morning, it will be less yellow, but I will still look yellow tomorrow morning. And now you can see just how bright this is on my skin. Now, I do take turmeric. I take turmeric on a daily basis because it helps with fibromyalgia. Let me show you what one of these vitamins looks like. It is like an orangey yellow color, so it's not much different than what is on my hand. And you can also make like teas and stuff with turmeric. But again, anytime you use turmeric, this is also really good for like using as a colorant for things because it does stain yellow, like a buttercup yellow, kind of like a yellowy orange shade. But these do change the color of your skin. Like if I was to like take this out and put in some honey and a splash of olive oil and maybe like a couple of other ingredients, and I could use that as like a face mask just by using the vitamins that I take every day, twice a day. But I know that I've done that method and it does change the color of my skin to yellow. I'm naturally yellow. It doesn't bother me. I look jaundiced most of the time, so it's not like it's a big deal. And only part of this is still wet, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off. You can still see, you can see exactly where I put it. It is very yellow. So I really like it for healing breakouts, especially all of the loveliness that's going on down here on my face. I've got one here that's healing. I've got 3 here. I've got a few on my forehead, like up in here. And I'm in the process of growing my eyebrows out. And so every time my eyebrow hair grows in, it gets like an ingrown hair looking thing. And then like 2 or 3 days later, it'll pop through the skin. I know, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. And this hair right here, this lower one, it's thicker than like the rest of my brow hairs, and so when it comes through, it's kind of a difficult hair to pop through the skin, and it always has like skin encapsulated around it, so it's kind of more difficult to get it to grow through. But as of right now, I've just got like 1 or 2 little hairs on either side, and that's it. I mean, these are my brows. I don't grow like brow hairs down here, so I don't know why that lady was trying to tell me that I need to put like castor oil and stuff on my brows. I've been growing these out for almost 2.5, almost 3 weeks now, and that's all of the growth that I've got. I don't do much but just take care of like whatever, like the 2 that are growing here and the one that's growing over here. I would have plucked those like weeks ago. But just wanted to do kind of like a wrap-up review. I didn't do like a dedicated review on the Apto Tumeric face mask because the first time I used it, I was shocked. My whole face was like this color for like 24 solid hours. So, and I mean, I did read reviews on the Ipsy website, and on their website, it does change the color of your skin for a good solid 24 hours. Even if you're using like AHAs and BHAs, your skin is still going to be quite yellow. So just a heads up on that, but it is really good at like healing breakouts. Now that I've done this, if you want, I can try and come back in a day or 2 and let you see how my face is healing from using this mask. I can, you know, wait to edit this and then show you exactly how much healing it does do between the 2 different masks, because like I said, I didn't mix the masks, and sometimes I do that. I do have certain masks that I cannot mix with other masks, or it like fights with other products, but for the most part I do have a couple of really good masks that I mix and match, or depending on if I need acne healing and moisture at the same time, I've got a couple of masks that I use for those. So hopefully this little mask breakdown is helpful. If you have skin concerns and you're looking for masks to help heal certain things, some masks you can leave on like overnight and like do a spot treatment and then go to bed with it and then get up the next morning and wash it off. If you're looking for like moisturizing or things like that, I don't really care for like sheet masks. Number one, they're wasteful. You've got 2 individual things in here that you have to throw out just in this one little packet. They're supposed to be one-time use. I usually get 2 or 3 uses out of them, but I don't find that they really do much to my face. It's just like putting a serum on my face. So why not just sell that in a serum form? And I know I've had a couple of companies reach out to me and they tell me that with a serum you don't put enough on, that kind of thing. And I'm like, okay, so you like put 10 times the amount of product on a sheet mask that's supposed to sit on your face for 15 minutes and then you smear this stuff in, but there's still way too much product on the masks. That's why I can get multiple uses out of them, because number one, my face is smaller, it's more narrow, but I mean, there's literally enough serum in that pack to douse my entire body at least once over and still have enough moisture for a sheet mask. So I don't know why they do that. Maybe it's the KVD like trend or whatever, but I also don't like the fact that they're wasteful. I like something like this that I can use for months and months and months and then recycle the container. And these do have the little recycling symbols on them. So I usually, when I get done using these, I empty them out completely, and then I will put them in the bag here in the bathroom on my door, and I wait till it gets, you know, full, and then toss the entire thing in our recycling bin. So that's something I also like about regular masks versus sheet masks. They are more effective, and it's more cost effective and less wasteful. So I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions or you want like specific things addressed, I did take specific esthetician type classes. I did go through cosmetology school. I have taken advanced esthetician classes. I am certified to use a microdermabrasion machine as well as do the lymphatic system drainage techniques and stuff with a microdermabrasion machine. I did focus heavily on skincare and coloring, like hair coloring. Those were the two main things that I focused on when I worked in a salon, was color correction, specific colorings. Like you could bring me a picture and say, I want hair this color, and I could make that. So I could do that as well as work on skin concerns. So those were like the main things that I focused on when I was in the salon industry. And so I always find that stuff interesting. If there's something I don't know, I always look it up or do a lot of research on it before I touch on topics, because I want to make sure that I have the accurate information that I need. So hopefully this is helpful. I will see you guys in another video tomorrow. Have a great day wherever you are, and I will try and insert another clip of my face within a couple of days.